Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Amanda and today we are here with a sketchbook tour. Finally finished this one. This was given to me by Jenny. I actually tried to find it online to see if I could link it to you, but I couldn't find the exact same one. It's 300 GSM watercolour paper by Winsor & Newton in a sketchbook, and it's like a landscape. There's no fancy ribbons or closures or anything like that. It's just there. But the paper is really nice. I really like the paper, and I did a lot of gouache and watercolour in it, so without further ado, let's get into this sketchbook, shall we? Sean Connery. Okay, so I started this on the 31st of January 2021 and I finished it on 13th of April 2021. So 4 months, kind of. 3.5 I would say. It's all good. So this is the first piece that I completed in this sketchbook. I was trying to use my Arteza gouache paints up because I have a bunch of them and I don't want to have a bunch of them left. So I was trying to use them up. This came out quite dull looking, to be honest. It could have been a little bit better, but whatever, it's fine. The next page is some Zentangle doodles, and I was actually going to put this in a video about how to fill your sketchbook up, but the video didn't come out the way that I wanted it to, so I didn't post it. But I had so much fun doing these. They're really time consuming, but they're also simple and you don't really have to think about what you're doing that much. I did look in Google for some inspiration though on Zentangling, because I don't do it that often, but I just put down a watercolour square and then filled it in with a Staedtler fine liner. Nope, Unipin fine liner. This was another thing that was going to go in that video. It's an eyeball with coloured pencils. Another great way to fill your sketchbook, although this is the only page that has a random drawing in the middle of it with nothing else around it, so I didn't like it in that aspect. I probably could fit another couple of eyes round about here just to fill up the page, but that was fun. And then I was doing some gouache studies on this page, just with clouds. I love doing clouds. I love that it can look unique anytime you do it, even if you are looking at the same reference picture. And I love clouds in general. I love it when there's clouds in the sky and then the light is shining on them all funky and stuff. This is one of the culprits that made me not want to post that how to fill your sketchbook video, because it just was going wrong. I think this category was comfort zone, and to be honest, I was comfortable drawing the donuts, but then I did the background and I was like, oh my god, this is horrible, and some of the elements of the donuts wasn't coming out great. I'm not really comfortable with painting certain things in gouache if I have to blend a lot, so I need to practice that, but I had fun doing it anyway. The next page on the other side is perspective practice. Another thing that I was doing for that video, it's getting out of your comfort zone, doing something that you're not really that used to and practicing, and I tried to do it more in an urban sketchbook kind of way, you know, those sketchbooks that you see people draw absolutely everything in front of them and it looks really good, but it's like really quick and messy. That's what I was trying to do. Because I had such a horrible time with the donuts, I decided to try that again on this page, but I did it upside down. It's supposed to be the other way, but it's fine. But yeah, I'm much happier with these donuts, although the colour scheme is not very cohesive, and this peach red is so bright. And then on this side I just had some paint left over from what I was doing on my palette, so I decided to just paint some lines. This was also another thing that I did for that video but did not post. This theme was themes, actually. This tip was to pick a theme and go with it, and the theme was obviously cassettes or cassette tapes, and I recorded this. Didn't like how it was coming out, so I stopped. I'm just having a lot of trouble with mixing gouache and making it not muddy and layering details, but I did buy a few new brushes to help me with that. Another Zentangle, just because I had so much fun doing them before, but less squares this time because it does take a long time. And then I redid the cassette tape without recording it, and I liked the results a lot better. Sometimes when I'm filming I am too worried about whether the camera looks good and whether you can see, whether it's actually recording, different angles and all that stuff, so I get distracted and I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. So this time I just decided to sit down and watch some TV and just chill out a little bit and do what I felt like doing, and I enjoyed the result a lot better. It still could be better, but it's much better than the last ones. This is where we get funky. So I decided to keep the theme going of retro stuff and find things, gadgets and things like that that are from my childhood. So there was a lot of Polaroid cameras going around. I didn't actually have one like this. It was like really long and thin, and it printed off small, like tiny pictures, and they had little, like, it looked like a wristband almost with the extra bits on it. I don't know. I don't have any of the pictures that I took with that to hand, I don't think, but me and my friend used to just take random pictures of each other. This is a prime example about why gouache is so hard. I did the background and it was really nice, but then I dripped some water on the background here, and I tried to mix more paint to cover it up, and then I matched the paint obviously, but as we all know, gouache dries darker when it's light and lighter when it's dark, so I didn't match the colour properly. But this is a Game Boy, a Nintendo Game Boy. I think we had the Nintendo Game Boy Color, and I had a blue one, or I think maybe my brother had the blue one and I had the silver one. I can't remember, but this was really fun to paint. I really liked painting all the little details and using the pen to write the letters. This one, yes, I am trying to learn everything I can about painting different subjects with gouache, but sometimes it's really hard. I feel like anytime I paint things, even without gouache these days, it comes off looking very cartoony and very flat, and that's good sometimes, and I am aiming for more cartoony, more semi-realistic style, but I just think that there should be a little bit more shading, a little bit more highlights and a little bit more detail basically. So I didn't really like how these were coming out, but yeah, plants are hard. There's just so much sometimes when you look at a plant, especially trees. I know that's not a plant, it's a tree, but you plant a tree, so whatever. And I'm looking at trees out my window right now. There's just so much detail, so you need to pick and choose what kind of detail to include and what to omit. And I just find it really hard to make it look nice, to be honest. So I think I might actually do some studies of other people's plants just to see how they portray them, and maybe try and incorporate some of that into my artwork in the future. This one was a really fun one. I think I was watching, it wasn't The Walking Dead, or it could have been. It was a different kind of Walking Dead. Can't remember what it was called now. It was a program about zombies, and I was watching that, and I found it funny that I was painting such a bright picture when I was watching such gore. But I had so much fun with these. These are lollies. I just thought of some colours and used the colours to try and make some lollies. I think this would be really cool as a sticker set or a sticker sheet or something, but a little bit more refined, less wobbly, and a little bit more detail, highlights and shadow. Again, I tend to stop too soon with my art and just leave it, and I know that I could push it to be better. So yeah, if you want to see any of these as prints or cleaned up of course, but prints or stickers or anything like that, then just tell me in the comments below. This is a crazy page. These are just some swatches because I got Daniel Smith watercolours for my birthday. I bought them myself, but I got 3 colours. Actually I think I got 4. Yeah, I got 4 or 5 colours, and I just was mixing and swatching with those. And then I did this because my birthday falls on the day before Caden's, who is my son. He turned 8 this year, I turned 30. Obviously, as you can see with the big 3-0. I decided to paint myself a cake instead of bake myself a cake because I was baking cake in a cake and there was too much cake, although you can never have too much cake, but trying to eat healthy, so didn't have any cake for my birthday. But I enjoyed painting this a lot, and I like that it's like a cake that would be more aimed at the things that I like. Obviously I love art, so that was fun. I might actually try and bake this cake at some point, but it was really fun. Next one, I got into painting food because I miss it. I really miss painting food, and I really want to get back into trying to make dishes look really cool and nice, even if they're not necessarily cool and nice to eat. This is ramen, or ramen, I think it's ramen, how you say it. I've never actually had ramen before. I've had the like noodles in a packet, but I've never had egg and tomato and noodles and things like that inside swimming in the pile of watery stocky stuff. I don't know exactly how to make ramen either, but I thought that I would paint it because it's a popular thing to paint and it looks aesthetically pleasing. But I was having a lot of trouble with this. I really enjoyed doing it and I really like the outcome, but I know that I could have done a little bit better. Although, looking back at it now, I really like it, and I like the way that I stylised the tomatoes. I was struggling with tomatoes. I was trying to make them look like tomatoes, and they didn't look like tomatoes. But after doing this, which are studies by the way, of the tomatoes, I realised that I like the look of these more. They don't look like real tomatoes, but they are more aesthetically pleasing in my opinion than stuff like this. This is like really muddy and really weird and stuff like this. This one's really good. I like this one, but yeah, I just need to use a little bit more vibrant colours, and I was trying to glaze here, and glazing doesn't really work very well with gouache. It works really good with watercolour, but it doesn't work. I mean, it's doable, but it's not the best. So yeah, these are mostly watercolour with gouache on top, by the way. I think this is all watercolour though. Yeah, this is all watercolour apart from the noodles. The noodles are white and yellow gouache. And then this is a soup, which I've mentioned in my vlogs a couple of times. This was taking me absolutely forever to do, and I was struggling with it, and I don't really like the composition of it, but I really enjoyed doing it, and I think it came out really good, especially the bowl part. Really love it. And then I just did a donut, because we all know I love a donut. These were actually from Unsplash, the website where you can get free, royalty-free images to use in your art or in your creative endeavours. So yeah, but I felt like this was very flat and I didn't really like the way that it was coming out, but it's fun and it was easy to do, so I like it. Really trying to experiment with patterns and textures and things like that. So yeah, even though it's flat, I mean textures as in, you know, different patterns. Anyway, and then I went back to the old way of trying to do things, and I know that I could push this a lot better. I really like the egg, but I dropped something on it, a different colour of paint, and I couldn't cover it, and it just felt like it was ruined. I couldn't get the background elements done properly. But I might go back in. I probably won't. As I was going to say, I might go back in and try and fix this, but I don't think I will. I'll just leave it as is and learn from my mistakes and move on. This was really fun. I was actually watching The Walking Dead most of the time. I've watched The Walking Dead like 3 times already. But I get to like season 9 and then I stop watching because I don't really like the Whisperers and the Negan part. Well, I like the Negan. I love Negan. But I don't like the Whisperers and Alpha and Beta and stuff like that, so I stopped watching that. But I usually watch it up until season 9 and then continue on my way. But yeah, this is what is it? French toast with banana and blueberries. Again, really simple backgrounds. Not really the best looking. I was trying to make it look like it was on a plate, but obviously the plate is like facing you and the toast is at an angle. Never mind. And this one I specifically remember painting because I was actually watching the part, and no spoilers if you've never seen The Walking Dead and want to watch it, but the part where there's Bob, you know, Sasha and Bob, and Bob just gets the thing happen to him, so it wasn't the best to be painting cherry pie while I was watching that. But this pie, I don't know, I feel like it came out really good. I don't like the background again, but I really like the way that I layered the watercolour, because some of this is watercolour. Actually, all of this is watercolour. I used gouache for the bananas on this, but the rest is watercolour. But yeah, I love the way that I left the page white for the highlights, and I just like the way that it looks so glistening and sparkly. More food stuff. This is supposed to be strawberries and blueberries and yogurt, and then the bowl, the wooden bowl, is on a wooden plate, but it's not really a plate. I had fun with it. It was really fun. I enjoyed it, but obviously the strawberries do need a little bit more work. I need to figure out a way to stylize fruits and vegetables and food and stuff like that without making them too realistic, but also not too lacking of detail, I guess. This was another one where there was food in it that I didn't really understand, and I gave up halfway through, but I learned a lot and I liked it. It's a sketchbook, we're experimenting. So this next one is actually really fun. I decided to go back to objects for a little bit, and I found these on Pinterest and I just wanted to practice. I changed up the reference image a lot though. There was like extra plates, and there was they were all in a different order, and also the patterns are not the same. I think most of the patterns were quite flowery, but I didn't really want to do flowery patterns, so I did dots and stripes. But I like the way this came out, and especially with the pot, I didn't blend as much as I have been doing, because I tend to blend and sometimes I overblend, so I wanted to test out not blending as much. And then I wanted to see the difference between the way that I actually do blend. Up here I was blending compared to not blending. So yeah, I was doing a lot of experimenting and trying to figure out what I like and what I don't like. I think this is fun, but it is a little bit graphically in your face, so I think a mixture between blending and not blending would be pretty cool. I did the same with this rotary phone. Remember those bad boys? I mean, I don't think we had a rotary phone in our house when we were younger, but there was a rotary phone in the phone box for a while, if you know what those are, because all the phone boxes have disappeared, or at least around my area, I think anyway. Because where my mum lives there's a post box, and then there used to be a phone box next to it, but I can't remember if that's gone or not. They were getting vandalised and everything like that, so they did disappear quickly. But anyway, my whole point in saying that was that the only experience of a rotary phone that I've had is in a phone box, and they are really annoying to use. They take so long to like dial the number, especially if you have like a 9 or a 0 or something like, sorry, a 1 or a, what is it? Is it 9 or 0? I can't remember what way it goes. I don't know, I was making it up as I went along. But yeah, this was another instance of me not blending too much and trying to add details. It is a little bit blocky and it doesn't look like my art style, but I had fun anyway. Another thing, this was a radio that I found on Pinterest, I think. Just had a lot of fun with that, and I did use bronze Arteza gouache. I have no idea if you can see the sparkle or not. There we go, a little bit shine. That was fun. And then this one doesn't even deserve a turn around, but this was supposed to be one of those toy, well, they worked, but you used to, when we were younger, we used to get like toy looking versions of everything, so they were cheaper but they still worked pretty much the same. So this is a Walkman, and you put a cassette tape in it, or a cassette player basically, but a portable one, so you can stick it in headphones and stuff. Anyway, I tried to do it, the colour scheme wasn't happening. I'm not very good at perspective either, so it was in a weird perspective. I mean, I practiced, it's fine. Every piece of art is important. And then another couple of retro things. This is a old computer and it had a face on it, so I put the face on it. And this is an old TV as well, which I really had fun doing. Really enjoyed these. And then the rest of this book is just swatches of gouache and watercolour things, which is fun. And I enjoyed it. So that is basically my sketchbook. I don't know what one I'm going to fill up next. I did get that Moleskine one. I want one where I can actually... I haven't been sketching a lot. I've been painting a lot. So I want one where I can paint and sketch at the same time. So I think I might crack out the Moleskine one. But we'll see. But anyway, yeah, that's my sketchbook in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me if you are working in a sketchbook right now and how you're doing. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!